Hi, it's Jamie with Jamie's Arts a la Carte. Thank you very much for joining me. I have a fun project planned for us today. I hope this video inspires you to create something of your own. If you would, hit the like button and share the video with your friends. That helps me to grow this channel and to continue to bring you new projects. If you haven't subscribed yet, would you please consider subscribing? And if you have, thank you very much. Well, we have a lot to do, so let's get to it. Alright, these three didn't work. So I did get the glue gun out. It's like it didn't want to stick to the shell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it a little bit different. And you see I've got my sticks so I can make them a little more level. I think that will help. The deepest part of the shell. That one came apart, so I'm really going to do an experiment on this one. So let's see if we can make this work. You have to hold it till it sets up. And maybe what we need to do is put a glop and then get it to stand up. Then I'm going to glue shells around, just not in a perfect circle, but just around it. Okay, let's see, what can we do here? All right. Okay, we'll let that set there. So then what I'm going to do is just glue shells around. My husband had said, well, what will keep it from overflowing? I don't know. I hadn't thought of that. So, thought about it, and this is what I came up with. Alright, we're just waiting on the wax now. You see how they sink? I'm not worried about that because not in this setting, because I do want to let them set up, but I'm going to try to create, I want to put a little decoration like with a piping bag maybe around this. I do want to try to get this so that if it settles, and it will, alright, that's just what it does. All these little, if it settles, then I know, because this one I kind of want to try to turn it into a brown to make like a hot chocolate. So we'll see if I'm able to accomplish all of that. All right, here we go. Let's see if this is going to work. First of all, I see right off, I need a popsicle stick. Okay. How about that? That's kind of different, right? All right, I'm going to put this back. There's that yellow. Did not mix. How about that? We're going to liquefy this, what's left in here, just for the cleanup process. And then we'll call this one the wax part done. How about that? Oh, that's how quick that heat gun makes of that wax. How about that? Very nice. That worked out just right. All right, let's unmold this rose. They say to pull it apart from the sides and then to gently, oh, wow. How pretty is that? Ooh, I might have to make another one of those. That's really pretty. Smells like roses too. So you can see I'm trying, but my tray is getting a little too hot. I'll bring you over to the table and show you the other ones, but oh wow, look at that. There is where I was cleaning up the container, and it has had that yellow chunk in the bottom that didn't mix all the way. Let's see what happens. I'll save a little bit because you know it's going to sink. I don't know if I can save these or not. We'll see. All right, we are back for our next piece of this experiment. I've got just a little bit of wax. I wanted it to be white, but it turned yellow. Not because I burnt it or anything, just when it melted, it had one yellow and a whole bunch of white, and so it turned that. We're going to make froth. We're going to try to make some Cool Whip. I should have held it like it. Alright, we're going to let that set for just a minute. So we've got it good and going. I am going to go get a baggie because we're going to use this piping tip, but I want it to be disposable. And now that we know that it's good and mixed up, then we're going to use it. We're going to whip it, and I'm going to try to pipe some wax around these items, right? Because we know that this is flammable, so I'm trying to make it where it doesn't go poof, right? So I want to put some pipe some wax in here. All right, that's the goal of what I'm trying to do. Let's see if I can do it. Ooh, it's starting to do its thing. So what I saw them do is you just take just a little baggie, regular little sandwich baggie. I'm using a snack baggie. Cut off a very tiny piece of the corner. I bought something that I could use just for wax, right? Could not ever want to use this for food. And so you just pick the tip that you want. I think that one looks pretty much like what I saw folks use. Again, if you don't like it, scrape it off, remelt it, try it again. Let's see if this is enough. Not quite big enough slit. I went small on purpose. If it is too big, then it becomes useless. That's going to be it. See how tight that is. Slides up there, and so we have something that looks like that. So then I just have a spare one of these. I'm going to put this in there because what I'm going to do is when I get it frothy, I'm going to spoon it down into there. and use this to get it out. All right, let's try this. All right, ooh, we're getting there, y'all. All right, I've got it stirred up. Let's just see what happens. I have never tried anything close to this. So I'm just gonna, just like if I was icing something, I'm just gonna stuff it down in there like I would regular old icing. We know that we can get this re-melted down in here, so not worried about if some little scrimp is left in this little measuring thing. So getting a little flaky, so I think I'm gonna need to move fast. One good thing is that I'll have the heat from my hands on the outside of this baggie once I get it to that stage. All right. Just pull it up just like you would a regular baggie. Twist it just like we would a regular baggie. Let's see if we can get anything to come out. Oh, my baggie bust. All right, let's see, what can we do? I don't think it's not. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay, I got to put it back to melt. All right, I went back in there, put it back on the stove. All right, here we go again. We're not going to go as far this time. So there we are. I've got it pretty clean. I don't want it to harden up on me this time, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. And I had the tip facing up, so I did go ahead and use this little bag that came with the tips. Shake it down in there. Get it kind of mixed up. It's much warmer this time. Oh yeah, look at that. All right, let's see. Ah, the bag bust. Can you believe that? Well, let's see. Well, maybe we're not meant to do this time. I don't know. How about that? All right. Get my mess cleaned up here. See how that kind of coated those flowers? That's what I was trying to do. That was the goal for this one. Add a little bit more. Got these little tiny pieces in here. there it is, y'all. Oh, how about that? That turned out okay, right? Get it to set in there. Alright. We'll let that set up completely and then we'll clean the cup. I got smart. I went and found a craft tool. So let's create this first layer here. All right, I have these two. I've melted this much wax. I'm going to actually pour in just some of these little shavings, right? Just wax shavings. We're going to stir it up. We're going to see if this will work. Like, will it pour and look like really cool, maybe? I have these real handy. Should I be able to do that other candle? It's just a cute little shape for a candle. It's just a cute little shape. Alright, we're going to move that over. Let's put that there. I'll put these here. I wonder if we need those. These are going to go way off to the side. This is our, oops, we've got extra. Let me pour it in their thing. Let's see what this looks like. Oh yeah, that turned out pretty good. Look at the sides. This is the one with the shells in it. Probably will hit that top one more time. So it's the red is coming out on top. So I definitely want to have that cover the top. There we go. That's it right there. Okay, I'll cut one of these in half in case I get to do that one. That way it's all the way ready. Have one out. And there we are. We're melting. Just about there, actually. That's how I clean my pitchers out. Look at that. It's just about there. Right, here we go. Alright, we'll let these set up and then we'll see if we need to top them off. And I'll go put this wax back on the heat. Alright, we're ready to finish up this project. So these have set up, but you see how they kind of sink there in the middle? So I went ahead and have some wax to add to this. I'm going to pull over the side a little bit. And then I'm going to make one more rose with what we have left. Oh, look at there, just right. I'll come back and add to this. And to this one. And it built up on the side, that's alright when I put the heat gun to it. Look at what happens. That wax literally just stops. Alright, so what have we made? We've made several little votives. And all you do to get your wick, you don't want it that long. They say to let it be like a ½ inch to 1 inch, so just whack it off right about there. And you know I'm not going to throw that away, right? Because we could probably use it, hot glue it into the bottom of one of these tins, and it would be just about right. We've made these super cute little glasses here, like that. Look at these. So I found these at a sale, and so I got them, right? So it has a saucer to match with the cup. And again, I'm going to clean them all up one final time before I wrap them up. There's one of those roses we made. I think that turned out really cute. We made this giant candle here. And again, we put a rose on there. And we'll trim that wick. See, my husband's like, you know, when they light that first time, I'm going to do it kind of like at an angle. That's another thing they said is good. When these set up, I'll trim them as well. We made these really pretty little, just in a scallop shell, right? So we'll trim those as well. And we'll just kind of go at a tip right there. So we'll do all those, and those will get put into cellophane and into a gift basket. And then we made our family of gingerbread. So my husband drilled the holes. I have an idea. I'm saving this for one more project, a follow-up. I'm going to make a really cute gift out of those. We have these, and they're called just those little melts, right, that you put in the thing that melts. Oh, they smell delicious. Oh, yes. The gingerbread, I did not get the color I wanted on it, but I'm going to go with it. I have a really cute idea what I'm going to do with these. Oh, those smell like cinnamon and cloves. Delish. These have a real faint cinnamon flavor smell to them. Right, so these are our gift set. We've just made lots of things, haven't we? So we'll let this set up, we'll pop it out, and we'll use that heart in some other project. But I think that's where we'll stop this video, right? Once this sets up, I'll do a final shot so that you can see what those look like without the sticks on there. Kind of want that to set. And you see it has a little bit of edge right there. Once I put the heat gun to it, it'll all go one level, one color. So that's a nice thing to learn. I've created a scrap candle. Has eucalyptus in it, very nice. So that's where I put my spare wax that I can use. So wow, how about that? How fun was this? Most of these items I had on hand. I did buy these 3 little teacup sets, but most of it I already had. How about that? How fun to be able to use something and turn it into what I hope that the recipients think is a lovely gift. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, like it, share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, would you please consider subscribing? And well, until next time, happy crafting. And what I'll do is I'll make sure you get a close-up of everything just so that you can see those final products. I think they turned out really cute. All right, until next time, y'all.